Hi there. This is Raven Hawk from fastworkinglovespells.com, and today I just want to do some talking about when you're feeling angry. I want to touch on anger. I didn't come here on this video prepared to make a speech about anger, but when you're feeling anger and the anger is persistent, and it's coming out and hitting you like out of the blue, and you get angry for no reason. Anger is an energy. Imagine a ball of energy, as you were. It's purple. Well, not say purple, because purple is the color I associate with the Almighty, because Solomon in the Solomonic temple, the holiest of holies was covered with a purple curtain. That's the symbol of the divine. So let's not use purple for negative, low-level emotions. So imagine gray. That's a gray. It's not black, it's not white, it's a safe color. This gray ball represents anger. The pink ball represents crushes, romance. The red ball represents passion. The blue ball represents when you're feeling blue. The orange ball is zest, vibrancy, feeling great. Optimism, expectations high. The white is, of course, healing. You feel like you're being healed, as inspired. These are the colors. Now imagine these colors. Every one of them is attached to an emotion. So the feeling of anger is the feeling you get. That's gray. So it's coming out of you from nowhere, which means you're tapping into it. Now, it's just sitting there. You have to literally tap into it. It's just there. It's like a level, let's say it's 91.8 FM. This is what it's transmitting at this level right here. It doesn't move from there. You have to literally get there to tap into the frequency. And let's say this is 92.1 for love. You have to literally get here to tap into that energy. The vibration, like a dog's whistle. You blow on the whistle, you can't hear it. The dog can hear it because it's on a vibrational level that his ear was designed by the Creator to hear. So it's the same thing when you're tapping into these anger. You tap into the anger, most things will frustrate you. Most things will make you angry. Most things will set you off. Most things will make you feel frustrated and have this knee-jerk reaction. Because you ever notice that when you're angry, your anger don't contain itself. It does not contain itself to one event in your life. You get angry at this, frustration, just knee-jerk reaction, irritation. There's so many levels that anger itself has. And everything starts to irritate you and frustrates you and make you feel, you could just, you can't take it. So, when we're feeling angry, what are some of the things that bring on anger? We go from feeling, the stages of anger for me would be irritation first, frustration, and then I have that burst of anger. And then I let it out, and then I feel a little better. I've learned that if you keep anger inside you, and you let it soak into all your vital organs, all your flesh, every cell at a cellular level, it will work against you. Because you're keeping that frequency, you've locked yourself onto 98.1 FM. And until you move out of there, which means you have to release the anger or release yourself from the energy of anger, and your body will right itself. There's lots of, what to say, it's a broad, it's unregulated, it's a broad subject of how emotions can make us sick or make us well, make us rich, make us poor, make us happy or make us sad, bring people to us or push people away from us. Well, the latter is easier, but the rest of them, people feel like it's in somebody else's control. It's not up to them, which means they're not responsible. They can feel anyhow they like, and money is going to flow, or things are going to come, or things are going to happen. But it's not always the case. Let's talk about the frequency of anger, and when we rise to it or lower ourselves. I'm just using this as a reference. It could be way down here. It doesn't matter. We sink down low to get to this anger. Because anger comes, like I said, it's irritation. For me, irritation, frustration, and then that burst of anger. The best thing to do is to let the anger go. I think it was Einstein who once said, to hold on to anger or hold on to hatred. It was either him or Gandhi said, it's the equivalent of drinking poison hoping it will kill the other person. Now, we tend to do that a lot sometimes. An example of this is when somebody has hurt us, or they took something from us. Now this could be anything. They hurt us. We were close to this person at once, and we feel, well, we've been close, so they could feel our pain. They could feel our love. We were feeling each other, not just talking, but feeling each other. We vibed with each other. We meshed with each other. We were in sync with each other. So you feel a sort of kinship, like a sort of connection to this person. And now this person has hurt you. So what do you do, some of us, what do we do to punish this person? Is we get angry. We hold on to resentment. We hold on to frustration. We hold on to anger. We hold on to the pain, the suffering, the agony, the misery that they caused us. Because we feel if they can see how much suffering we're carrying, they will feel bad. They will be sorry. They will know then how much pain they've caused us. Now in the meanwhile, the person, well, they don't care. They're out there living their lives, having fun, carrying on as normal. They don't really care what you're feeling or what we're feeling. I'm using myself as a test case subject, as well as people who have a habit of doing this. Not everyone, but most people I know do this. We punish ourselves. We hold on to these emotions. We will sulk. We will feel bad. We will lose sleep. We won't eat properly. We will get depressed. We will feel soul sickening. We will just damage ourselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, physically, to punish the other person. Because we just need them to know. We just need them to see all this pain and this suffering they're causing us. They need to know. This is what you have done. Look at what you have done to me. And I need you to see it. And if I reenact and relive and, I show it to you in a pantomime every day, you will know. This is the only way you will know. You need to know how much pain you've caused. Now I said it that way because that's how it looks. When I do it I like to call myself out on things, and that's what I do. Because I know I sound really funny. I said it that way intentionally. So when we do this and we hang on to all these resentments, in the meanwhile, two things are happening. We are getting more depressed, and our lives are starting to suffer and go downhill. Because we build ourselves into this inner fury that we can't really function and do anything else. Because we need to show that person what they did to us, and how much they hurt us, and how tormented we are. We need to show them. They need to see. No, they will understand when they see. That's one happening. Your life is going downhill. And the other person, first of all, they don't know. Secondly, they don't care. They don't care. And third, they're having fun in their lives because they are past that already. They're not even thinking about you and how much you're suffering. They just figured, oh, you'll work it out. When you get to this place, when we find ourselves in this place, it'll happen for a while before we realize, you know what? This ain't working. It happened to me a few years ago, and I really bashed myself really badly. And I learned a lot from that it wasn't the other person. They never told me to get depressed. They never told me to mess my life up. They never told me to sit in a room and do nothing and feel depressed 24 hours a day and feel like I can't function and I can't, They never told me to stop working and just curl up in a ball and feel depressed. They never said to do that. That was all my doing. So they never said to do that. So the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that what I just described, never works. It doesn't work. And as much as we can try and we'll beat ourselves up, some people will do it for a day, some people will do it for an hour, some people will take years, and some people, I'm wrong, but they never really fully recover from it. They carry that grudge. But then when you carry the grudge, who is suffering? It's like how I look at it. Two ways, two analogies. It's like somebody tripped me, I fell, and I chose to lay there. They're gone their way now. They're not even looking back. But I chose to lay there. They need to see what they've done. They need to see and they need to feel bad for what they did. I have to say, Raven, they don't care. You need to get up and get on with your life. So, I know I sound long-winded, but the second part of that is like you just lay there and you don't want to get up. You scrounge, you get deeper. And that's one analogy. I'm sure you can put another analogy to it. So you just look, you go deeper and deeper into it because you need to show the other person how much pain and suffering they've caused you. And it never works. It will never work. Because they don't care. They really simply don't care. And two, they're enjoying life somewhere with someone else. Totally oblivious to what you're going through. Because they're not looking at you in that way. They simply don't care anymore. They are past that incident. So, we need to learn how to let things go. We really need to learn how to let things go. Because we have to realize it's not going to help us in the long run. In my opinion, every time somebody stumbles us and we fall, the thing is to get back up and rise higher than you were before. And leave them in the dust. Leave them in the dust. I'm not saying if somebody physically harm you that you're not going to get the law involved or get some kind of, if you're owed money or something, then that's different. Not legality here, but emotional, what I'm talking about. The emotional pain they cause and you want them to see how much they've suffered. We do that a lot. But in my opinion, based on my own experience, It doesn't accomplish anything except it destroys us. And there have been cases where it's actually destroyed us to the point where it destroyed us physically. There's a Japanese scientist, I can't recall the man's name, where he made this experiment with the rice and with the water. It was boiled rice. They were boiled at the same time in the same container. 2 mason jars, and he put them in the jars. And one of them, he put positive words around it. He wrote on the glass, and the other one was negative words. And I don't know if he hurled curses at one, and he spoke to one in a very loving manner. And I don't know if he put them in a fridge or not. I think it was a month later. I'm not sure. And then when he pulled them out, the one that had the positive words, the encouraging words, there was some decay, but not nearly as bad as the one with the hateful words. And they were both at the same thing. So it's like 2 human beings as you were. 2 human beings as it were. One that is being kind to itself and one that is abusing itself for whatever reason. This one becomes decayed, and this one, just something like a shower or a nice meal would resolve. So let's not go here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not do this to ourselves. Let's not hurl curses at ourselves. Let's not abuse ourselves. Let's not make ourselves less than to show somebody else how much pain they've caused. First of all, they don't care. Trust me, they don't care. And second of all, the most important, you're just hurting yourself in the long run. And I will do a tapping round on just getting over the pain that people cause. We need to just move it along sometimes. Because in the moment it'll feel like you really have to show them how much pain they've caused. If they don't care in that moment, chances are they're not going to care anymore. And you're going to lose the effect, will be gone. Because they're going to come at you, oh, that? Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. Think about it. You've lost 2 weeks of sleep, seething, angry, hateful, plotting, getting more and more, all the rest of your life is starting to be affected negatively as well. And then they just show up, and then you said, you remember what you did? And it's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. And you're like, huh. You lost 2 weeks in misery for nothing. So, if one person watches this video, just trust me, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I'll make a topping round on it at some point here soon. Have a good rest of your Sunday. It's May 16th, and you can get me on my website at fastworkinglovespells.com, or I'm on Facebook, Ravenhawk Spells, or you can give me a call at 405-332-3968. That is 405-332-3968. Thank you.